But yeah, McFarlane is just a fucking douchebag, so I can't stand him for nothing.
And we're live.
Hey, well, welcome to Comics Corner. Hi, Todd McFarlane.
Felt like there's entrapment in that.
Hi, Todd McFarlane. We'll take everything back if you endorse us with money.
Yeah, I won't.
But well, there you go. Welcome to Monday Night Heroes for part 3 of our playthrough of the first Yellow King adventure, Paris. And,
yes.
That'd be John. Our very special guest.
I'm very special. So they say. That's what my mommy said. All right. Welcome back to the Yellow King RPG. As this is a new session, all players, you may refresh to full one of your general abilities that you've been spending. And you can refresh your pushes if you used any. I feel like nobody really made use of a push last game, but I might be misremembering.
I don't think that happened.
I used one.
Oh, there you go.
There you go.
Matt made a liar out of both of us.
That's true. Matt, isn't that what Matt's here for?
Among other things.
Okay. Someone with a functioning brain, please refresh our listening audience and your game master on where we left off last session.
Last session, we went to the printers. Found out that our collective deuced peculiar businesses were all related.
We correlated some contents.
We did. And upon exploring the cathedral, the exterior of Notre Dame, we ran into a gang of waifs who turned out to have a little bit of knowledge about what was going on at the cathedral. A demon was replacing the fence, the wrought iron fencing with weird bone material, and had attacked one of their members who was slowly turning ossifying right into this bonish material.
Yeah,
they wanted us to defeat this demon and get his blood so this kid could go back to normal.
Right, Oliver Twist.
Right. And then we went to the cathedral. I think, Matt, you talked to the head priest, right? You talked to the priest? Was it you?
Yeah, I got all our knives blessed and started to suspect that maybe the head priest is also the guy that's been carving on the gate.
I think, and that's pretty much where we left off, right?
And the interior of the cathedral was beginning to be corrupted by the black bone-like material. It seemed to be growing across the
it was spreading inside the church itself.
Yes. Okay.
I think that's all the high points, right?
And then we slammed the trunk on the Impala and said we got work to do.
Okay. So we will open this session up as you guys are just
introduce ourselves first.
Yes, let's go around the table.
For the sake of people who listen.
All right. Well, tell us about Ainsley Stansfield, please.
Always got to go first. All right, Ainsley Stansfield. I'm Rodney. I'm playing Ainsley. Ainsley Stansfield. He's an architecture student from El Paso, Texas. And
Yeehaw.
And he talks like Conan. He's got some skills in architecture, of course, art history, that sort of thing. Right now, he's looking for a fight.
Nice. Matt, tell us about Dorian, please.
Dorian Pearl is often drunk, usually only semi-coherent, poetry, sometimes poet, sometimes student, often found in bars.
All right. Steve, tell us about Lee.
I am Steve, and I'm playing Lee Barnett. He's also from Texas, but he's from Cross Plains, or the area that will become Cross Plains once the oil boom happens. But we're a little bit before that. Does not talk like Conan. Talks like Solomon Kane.
Not Solomon Grundy.
No. And he can't stop painting an image of a sinister black lake below a white sky dotted with black stars.
Nice.
He's a landscape painter.
Yeah, that's very, very ominous. Nicole, tell us about Leslie, please.
Leslie is just a portrait painter that is very confused how she ended up in this situation, and slowly realizing that perhaps her crazy friends aren't as crazy as she thought they were. Also not from Texas.
Nice. Okay. So let's have everyone be reconvened outside of Notre Dame. You have your blessed knives with you now, and the sun is setting. The day is kind of ending, so it's pretty close to the point where most public businesses and things like that are going to close. The church is going to close to the public, and all that kind of stuff. So we're getting close to that time, and the sun is starting to set, and the sky is growing darker. What do you guys do? What do you want to do now that you're back outside?
I guess we should. Well, I think we should find a place to while away the time with a good vantage of the church, so that when this demon shows up, we can give him what for. Or it what for. I'm not going to assign a gender to a demon.
There you go.
Probably took care one way or the other. Anyway, that's my 2 cents. I think we should lay low, wait. Once this thing comes out, go on the hunt, so to speak.
Well, is
Sounds
there
like a good plan.
cafe or a drinking establishment with a good view of the area of the church we're looking for?
Absolutely. Yes, there is one just down the way a bit.
Oh, excellent.
Cafe, and there's a bakery right next to it. So yeah, there's you can hold up pretty well just right down the way a bit. Ainsley, as you're kind of looking around, you look up and you can see that the church is also adorned with gargoyle structures. You know, gargoyles are perched here and there throughout. Each one is a unique sculpture in its own right. You know, your eye is kind of tracing over the whole of the church. But as you look up and you guys are just, you know, thinking about, or at least considering heading down the way to the cafe and the bakery and stuff, you do see one of the gargoyles as its head begins to kind of pivot, almost like a dog's head kind of turning sideways as it's pondering something. And its head pivots and its chin dips as it seems to be looking down with its unblinking stone eyes as it looks down upon you.
Well, that's odd.
Clearly, I'm just sleep deprived. It's been a lot to happen, kid with some weird shit growing on him, and watch the man turn himself into a jack-o'-lantern,
Well, yeah, but is there anything that I remember from architecture unique about that particular gargoyle?
Not about that gargoyle, no. But the addition of gargoyles was something that your history with the architecture, you do realize that many, many years ago, the church was in a great state of disrepair through the French Revolution and wars and things like that. The church it certainly was not the center of art that it is. It wasn't even a center of religion like it is. And so, like, almost 30 years ago, there was a movement to revitalize Notre Dame and to bring back beauty and to bring back faith and to restore it to its grand stature that it was so many years ago, and what people had hoped it would become when it was first being constructed. But it things happened, it fell into disrepair. So as the gates were being added, as the art was being expanded, that's also when things like the gargoyles were being added and stuff too. So these are fairly new additions. They're within 30 years of being added to the church.
Okay.
Can we tell from here if the gargoyles are the bone material, or are we too far away for that?
Far too far away from that. And if Ainsley brings it up, like, goddamn, is that gargoyle looking at us? And then everyone kind of looks up. The gargoyle is not looking down. It's looking straight out into the sunset like it always does. So Ainsley may have been hitting some, little something earlier. Who knows?
Okay, you caught me. I got a flask of absinthe in my pocket. I've been holding out.
So, do we head down to the cafe?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
Looking over my shoulder periodically to see if that gargoyle is still looking.
Yeah. You look over your shoulder every now and then, and everything seems to be fine. So.
Oh, and just so you know, I still have the Willa Roads as a card.
Ah, okay. You know what? I'm going to pull out my copy just to have it on hand so I can see it as well. There it is. Okay.
It's a doozy.
Yeah, +1 to tolls supernatural creatures. Huh? Okay. All right. Well, gives you all you need to know on how to get rid of it. All right.
I don't think I'm making it out of this one with this card.
Who had a gnawing at the back of the mind?
That's me.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. All right. So let's see.
It's gnawing at the back of your mind.
And someone had haunted.
I did.
Okay.
Do you still have haunted?
So far.
Okay. Well, I'm going to just pull out all these cards then. There we go. All right. What fun. Aren't the cards awesome? All right. Great. So you guys are just down the way. You're able to keep a a good eye on the church. So yeah, the sun is setting. The stars are coming out, and you guys have had a meal and drink, and so yeah, things are going pretty nice. So as you guys are out here, and night has fallen, the evening, it's one of the more quiet evenings. It's not a super heavy social night. And so as you guys are kind of out there, the cafe, they seem to be coming less and less often to your table to see how you guys are doing, almost like they're like, fucking leave, right? But as y'all are sitting out there, eventually you look down the way, and you do see a pool of yellow light cast from one of the gas street lamps, and you see a figure, a hooded, cloaked figure, who seems to be carrying a large satchel bag over his shoulder, and he is approaching the gates of the church.
Let's shadow him.
Yeah, let's confront. Where can we tell? Like, does he just manifest in this light, or can we tell where he's coming from?
It's hard to know where he came from. He just kind of, stepped in and was walking through the pool, and it's hard to know, like, did he come from there? Did he come from there? So it's too difficult to say with certainty where he came from. But he walked through the pool and approached the church.
Yeah, let's go. Get him, Ray.
Do we want to wait for him to start carving or whatever?
Well, we have to get closer to see anyway. So
Yeah.
kind of trailing along behind him at a
All right, so you guys
respectable
want to...
distance, but also keeping it stealthy.
Okay, well, that answered my question. All right, so you guys want to, as a team or as individuals, do a stealth check.
Let's do it as a team.
How does a team check work?
Pick one person to be your stealth leader. All other players will contribute a minimum of 1 point of stealth to be included in his role. The leader will also need to spend a minimum of 1 point to, include himself into that role of being a stealthed person. And then beyond that 1 point that everyone must spend, if anyone wants to spend additional points, you'll be those additional points go towards the leader's role that he'll be making
So you have
against
to
his
ante
difficulty.
in. You basically have to ante in.
Yep, everybody
Just to
antes
do it.
one.
And then that gives you just a die roll, right?
Yep, correct.
And then you can spend beyond that to okay.
Yep.
Well, who's making the roll?
I don't have anything in sneaking, so I can't even give you a point.
Okay, and that's totally fine. To participate, then you need to excuse me. To participate, you're going to need to reduce a point from something else, and so in this case, it will be athletics.
No, I'm content to watch them do this.
Okay, you don't want to go.
No,
Okay.
I'm still a little weirded out by the inside of the cathedral. It's just like, just this. You know what? We're hallucinating this stuff.
I got a 3 in sneaking.
I have a 3 as well.
I have a 2.
I mean, it doesn't really matter. So we're each putting in 1,
Right.
Yeah.
right? I figure this will probably be the last bit of sneaking we're going to need to do to be a little gamey about it. So I'll put in 2. I'll put in an extra 1.
Okay.
Okay, so that's 4 total.
No, that's plus 1 total.
Yeah.
Oh.
The 1 from each of you was to just be part of it.
Okay, so 1 total.
Yeah.
All right.
And Leslie's not going to be part of it. So Leslie's staying back.
Okay.
Oh, well, then I'll throw 1 more in. So there's plus 2 on this
Okay.
roll.
Yeah. Shit, I'll burn the last one.
So there'll be
All
a
right,
plus 3 on the roll.
3. And who wants to make the actual roll? All right,
And it's
Rodney,
a
it was your
difficulty-
idea.
It was
You
my
do it.
idea. I'll do it.
There you go. It's a difficulty 4. So really, you can only fail if you roll a nat 1.
Well, yeah. Granted, this is only the 3rd time you've played with me, so if Nat Roll's going to do it, I'm going to roll it. Oh, I rolled a 6. How about that?
Nice. See, and I love it when the die roll would have done it anyways, and you wasted all those points for nothing. But that's okay. I'm happy. Great. So you guys are able to stick to the shadows and stay fairly close. What you end up witnessing is this guy is he walks along the length of the metal gates on the facade of the church, and he's like just tracing his fingers along it, just kind of having that tactile sensation, and you can almost hear the difference when fingers are striking against metal and then rubbing again versus when they strike the imitation that's been replacing the metal and dragging along that. And so this cloaked figure is doing this, and he walks the full length of the church facade until he gets to a door, and there his both hands kind of go for the doorknob, and you can't quite see what's going on, but then the door opens and he slips inside and shuts the door behind him.
Wait, he went inside the church?
He went inside the church.
I'm going to follow.
Okay.
Yeah, let's keep at it.
All right. You guys get down there, and the door, you can see as you approach this door that the door handle and the locking mechanism and everything, it all looks as if it has been replaced with that bone, that polished bone.
Wait, didn't one of us find a key? A bone key? Or am I hallucinating that?
It would have had to been in with the pickpockets.
Am I hallucinating that? Did one of us find a bone key?
Wasn't me, so I don't know.
I don't
That
remember
was
what
me.
you found.
Nope, I didn't write anything down about a bone key. Or a key lime.
So what would it take to try and pick this lock?
It would be. It seems like it looks a really strange and alien locking mechanism, and so this is going to be a difficulty 6 mechanics test.
Well, I have no mechanics, so I'm out.
I've got it at 0. I can
Yeah, I mean
try.
that's what I got it at is 0.
I have it
I
at
mean, you can
6.
still try it. You just don't have to pay any points.
What did Rodney say?
I have it at
Yeah,
6.
it's 6. I mean, are there any windows that we can try and get in through?
Possibly.
Ease back here, Lee. Let me take a look at this lock.
How many points do you want to spend on this?
I'm going to spend 3.
Okay.
And that is going to be 7 total.
All right. So you are able to manipulate this in such a way, and it's almost in a counterintuitive fashion that you're like jimmying with this lock, and then suddenly you're like your heart leaps as you hear it unlock. The tumbles move and the door opens, and you're able to push it in.
Push it in.
Yeah.
After you.
I'll go in.
Okay. So it's Ainsley, Lee, and Dorian all.
Yeah, we'll file in some order or another.
Sure.
Okay. What about the door?
Will it close behind us and lock? Well, will it lock behind us if we close it?
You think that it probably will. This lock is unlike any that you've ever seen before. And the door does seem heavy enough that it will move on of its own accord and just swing shut on its own.
What if I use one of these bone pearls to prop it open to prevent it from closing, like as a stop?
Yeah. If you want to do that, you can. So jam it open.
Yeah.
All right. You can do that.
The bone becomes one with the door.
Chewing gum and paper clips.
More or less, yeah.
All right, so you guys jam the door open and go deeper into the church, yes?
Yep.
All right. Leslie, from a safe distance, you're able to watch all of this transpire. You saw the cloaked figure enter the church. You saw the Three Stooges run up to the door, muck around with it for a bit. It opens. They go in, and Lee has done something to the door, and the door doesn't seem to be closing of its own accord. It is definitely open. And they've disappeared into the church. You have a moment to kind of, you didn't even realize you were holding your breath. And as you take a moment to finally breathe in and start to relax a little bit, you're beginning to relax and think, okay, what should I be doing next? And just as you were starting to relax, you see this strange shadow that seems to almost like drift down from one of the upper spires of Notre Dame. And this shadow, at first it seemed very, very thin and immaterial, but as it was drifting down, it starts coalescing and it starts to look like a a cloth, like a large cloth or cloak, is tumbling and drifting down from the church. And then as it gets closer to the ground, the cloak is almost kind of filling out. And then by the time it reaches the ground, it has fully formed into this strange bipedal shape. And from this distance, you feel like you're looking at a devil of some sort. This creature is jet black, and it has this strange tail that seems to be kind of moving of its own accord and whipping about left and right, and it ends in a strange barb. And the head of this creature, sitting atop these broad shoulders, it also has a pair of wide horns, almost like some kind of bull. And as this creature kind of is shaking out and flexing its muscles, it then pushes the door open, and it ducks, and it almost impossibly squeezes itself through the portal of the doorway and disappears within. I want you to make a composure test for me, please. Difficulty 5.
Fuck it. Let's just ride. Nope. I failed that. That's a 3.
Oh, all right. So your margin was 2 or higher. So you're going to be getting the major shock. This one. All right. So let me pull up your new card and post it in here. Description.
Forget a gnawing at the back of the mind.
That's why I had 3.
And you'll be able to spend another composure, get rid of that one in favor of this new one.
Yep.
Which is a diverting indiscretion will put this in perspective.
Okay. Happily.
Okay, and I will spend that point of composure to get rid of the other one.
All right. That
Yeah,
one
do you
comes
have
out.
to do that, or is that
Nope.
optional?
No, it's totally optional. But remember, if you end up getting 3 of one type of card, or if you end up getting a grand total of 5 of, just 5 cards, right? No, not 5, a total of 4. So if you end up having a full set, 2 and 2, then you also go crazy or die.
I can even explain why I get rid of that gnawing at the back of my brain. Clearly,
That's right.
I have fallen asleep at some point during this night, and I'm dreaming, and that was kind of cool. I'm gonna go check it out. It's like, okay, I'm having some sort of weird fever dream. Ainsley did some weird shit in the apartment, probably some fumes from something he was working on. I've lost my mind. This is all just a dream. I'm gonna go see what's happening. Because what's the worst that can happen in a dream?
Right? Exactly. Exactly. Okay. So Leslie will catch up in just a minute. So for the other guys, Ainsley, Dorian, and Lee, as you guys are getting into the church, you were coming in through like a side door, like a staff door kind of thing. And so as you're kind of threading your way through, the general sanctuary is up ahead. And just as you guys are, kind of getting into that primary main area of the church, the organ begins to play. And so it's a very ominous tone that is being struck by the organ as you guys are just starting to enter into the room. and you can hear the organ playing.
Who's playing the organ?
It's Strahd.
The little old lady that always plays the organ. She's never left. She's become one with the organ.
It's Ray from The Doors.
John, I think you can appreciate this. I just had a Kansas City moment in my head because he said Strahd. And for just a second in my head, I thought, the place with the rolls and the chicken fried steak? Oh, wait, no, that's Stroud's. That's Stroud's. Never mind.
It is Stroud's.
Nosferatu.
No, it's delicious.
Yeah, so the organ is playing, and the organ is in that elevated balcony, and you can see the cloaked figure that you were following is seated up there at the organ, and is in a very animated way playing and just going to town on this organ.
It's got to be that priest.
You want to hide in the sanctuary here until he's done? Or do you want to sneak up there and try to... I don't know how this balcony's laid out in Notre Dame.
So from the main sanctuary that you're in, there are like two kind of enclosed spiral stairs. So there's a door at ground level where you're at. And if you were to go into either one of those doors, so one on the far left, one on the far right, you'd be inside a very tight tunnel, a vertical tube with a spiral staircase on the inside. And you can, take that up one flight to where the balcony is, and then come out from either one of those tubes. And then you'll be at the balcony level, and you can approach the organ from either the left or the right. So, yeah, there's that. As you guys are down in the main sanctuary, as the organ is playing, it will obviously easily draw your attention upward as you're kind of looking up. And the organ and the giant pipes and everything are on, obviously, this side of the big rose window that's outside. Big round rose window. But as the organ is playing, it has to be a some kind of hypnotic tone within the music that's kind of hypnotizing you or something, because the pipes, these giant brass pipes of the organ, they seem to almost be kind of winking out of existence, like they're becoming either invisible or transparent or just vanishing or something, and you're starting to get a more clear view of the rose window. But the rose window, as you're now kind of seeing it, it doesn't look like it does on the outside. Like your mind's eye would be it would be an inverted view of the decorations from outside on the inside. But instead, as you're getting a more clear look at the rose window, it's almost like this large portal, and through that window, you can see some kind of alien landscaping, and this is really striking home for Lee, as you see some kind of alien landscaping with a black lake, and it's reflecting a white sky dotted with black stars. And there's almost some kind of, like, you can feel the energy is almost flowing out from that rose window, as if a barrier is being lowered, and whatever that reality is, it seems to be coming in. And so because of that, I need all three of you to each individually make a level 6 composure test.
Well, I'm gonna spend 2.
As well.
I'll blow a couple on this roll.
Why not?
Exactly. I got a 7.
Oh,
6.
good. Nice.
8.
All right. Wow, you guys are all
2 composure
successful.
points. I wouldn't have mattered. I was actually trying to not fail by more than 1 so I can get rid of this stupid card and grab a different one that would be less severe, but it didn't work.
Nice. All right. Yeah. So yeah, everyone passed, and so because of that, you are made of stern stuff, and so you are suffering no ill effects from what you're seeing. But now, what do you want to do because of what you're seeing?
And that's in the rose window, the big round window. That's
The big round window, which the organ that seems to be dematerializing is right in front of, and so that reality seems to be cascading into and flowing into the church.
is the organ still physically there at all?
Yes, the keyboard is there, and the
Okay.
organist is there.
All right.
And the pipes,
I'm-
if you look at the side of your eyes, the pipes seem to be there, but they're mostly transparent or invisible or something, because the music is still coming out.
All right. Well, I am going to run, not walk, up to the keyboard and start hitting out of tune notes.
Okay,
Making it
so
dissonant.
you're going to run for one of the staircases and start running up to go to the balcony level
Yep.
with the organist. Okay.
Yep.
What is Dorian going to do?
I'm looking around to see if anything weird's happening in the church.
Okay, and then right, because this isn't weird enough. What is Ainsley doing?
Hell, I'm gonna do the bad decision, and I'm gonna check it out. This is the wildest thing I've ever seen.
Just stand and look into the alien landscape.
Oh yeah, I might even get
Okay.
closer.
Well, I mean, it's coming closer to you. Awesome. All right, so that's what the three of you guys are doing. I need for Lee to spend 2 points of athletics to get up to the Oregon in a short period of time.
Okay, done.
And so I'll come back to you in just a second. Ainsley is just kind of standing and staring at this big event that is happening before him. And as Dorian is looking around at like, hey, what's going on, and checking out for other weirdness, Dorian is not caught by surprise as he looks back where you guys came from, the entrance that brought you into the sanctuary, and you see this demon who's like 8 feet tall, with a pair of large horns on its brow and some sort of weird prehensile tail that's whipping around behind it. And the flesh of this creature, it looks very, very stony, and it has these unblinking eyes as it begins to come closer towards you, and its hooved feet are like stomping on the ground, moving and coming in towards you. It looks like it wants to tussle. So I'm gonna let Dorian think about that for just a moment, and I'm gonna move the camera to Ainsley. No, not Ainsley. To Leslie. Leslie,
Yes.
you're outside, and you've decided to jump into the fray and do something wild and dangerous, and you're going to follow your friends and chase in after them like this. As you are running towards towards that open doorway, a figure in a large, not a large, but a figure in a flowing robe, trimmed in red with edging of white and everything, and you recognize it as a priest's robes, and this priest is walking with a cane as he's favoring a leg, and he sees you coming towards, and he's holding up a hand, shakingly, the hand that's obviously not holding the cane, and he says, "My child, please, you do not run headlong into danger. Don't throw your life away."
I stopped because I was more just speed walking than running because it's just like, huh.
No, child, don't
Danger?
mall walk your way into danger.
Don't mall walker. I slow. I come to him. What danger? I'm oblivious as usual. I just, I think I saw someone go in the door. I think.
Yes, the end of days is upon us, and I fear that I am not up to the task of stopping it. I thought I was more, but I have proven myself to be weak and frail and unable to stop it. I feel that no one can stop it, and so please, to save your soul, I will pray with you. Pray with me now, and we will meet our maker together.
Can I get a better look at this guy?
Yeah. So, yeah, you want to get a better look at him? So I'm, so it's an investigative ability, but I'm just going to, I don't see it on your list, but I'm just going to give it to you as you're looking at this guy.
I mean, I have photography and I'm a
Yeah.
portrait artist, so it's like, it wouldn't be out of normal to try to get a better look at somebody.
Right. I agree. And so as you're looking this guy over, you notice, like maybe the skirt of this, because this robe is long, right? It goes all the way to the ankles. But it is a split, robe and everything. And so the robe kind of, drifts open a bit, and maybe the his pants are, riding up a little bit, and you can see the wounded leg of his. It is black stone. And so he's when he
Does it look
he
like
notices
the kid's skin?
it looks exactly like the kid's
Okay.
skin. And so when you notice that, he kind of notices you notice that, and he grabs at his robe, and he drags it across his leg again, and the act of doing that, he almost stumbles and falls as his balance was off for just a moment.
I try to help him maintain his balance. I'm not weirded out by this because I've seen it before.
Right. Yeah. And so as soon as you're kind of helping him, you can feel his body kind of sags, like he's just kind of, relieved for, any kind of compassion and comfort to be shown to him. And he says, I am so sorry, child. I'm not the warrior that I thought I could be. I'm not meant for this. I am strong of heart but weak of body, and now I grow even weaker. All I can do is help guide, even if it's just one soul. I want to help shepherd you into the forever hereafter, to be safe in the kingdom of God. Please join me, for inside is nothing but is not but death.
My friends, there's a certain tone to that where it's like she's not sure if they're friends.
Mhm.
Are in there, and I've seen someone else like you. And wait, what was it you were planning to do before you decided to just stop and pray?
I had hopes that I could uh, uh, talk and dissuade. Searching my notes here. I was hoping I could talk and dissuade Cabot out of this path of sin, but it's too late. It's too late, and it's too late for us all. The darkness is here, and we must repent if we are to be saved. I will take your confession. Pray with me now, and we will go and join the kingdom of heaven together.
Can I assess his honesty? I might as well try to use it.
Yeah. And he absolutely believes everything that he's saying.
I'm concerned about this man because he is clearly not capable of like tending to himself as well as he should be able to. But at the same time, my dumbass friends are in there.
He says, they will be the first to fall. They will be the first to burn for eternity in hell. And he says, I cannot let you enter. And he slams his cane across the door threshold.
Well, that's a bit extreme, sir.
He's looking for a fight. So if you want to get past him, if you want to enter the church, you'll have to fight him, or you can run away, or you can kneel and pray.
I don't think she's capable of running away.
Okay.
Clearly this man's hysterical.
Clearly. So what
Like, maybe if I can get him to start praying, I could just ease away from him. So, like, okay.
Well, what is going to be the goal of your conflict? You have some choices. You could try and get past him to go inside. You could try and completely restrain him, like knock him down and tie him up, or but restrain him in some way that he won't be a threat for you or anyone else at any time in the near future. Or you could try and kill him.
I don't want to kill him. That's a bit extreme. Even if this is a dream. But how old is this man? Does he look like elderly?
Well, I'm careful how you answer that because he's in his 50s, as I am. So I don't know. Is he elderly?
I want to try to knock him out.
For the time period we have found ourselves in, yes.
Okay. That was well answered. I like that.
I mean, the man has a bum leg. But
you can take him.
My friends are in there.
You can take him.
And I don't appreciate how gruff he's being because I was willing to talk to him. I might have even been willing to pray with him, but this is a bit much, and clearly he needs to have someone slap some sense into him because he's an hysterical woman in my eyes.
Okay. I'm going to say true on all accounts.
Get a hold of yourself, man, and I deck him.
All right. So you are attempting to get past him to go inside.
Oh no, I'm trying to knock him out. I'm using fighting. I want to knock him out.
Okay. Well, which one of these three is the thing? You just want to, basically knock him out of the way enough for you to go inside, or do you want to incapacitate him by, knocking him down, restraining him, doing something to where he won't be a threat to you or anyone else for a while, or kill?
I will go with the second because I don't want to kill him, but I also don't want him to do anything to hurt himself or me.
Okay, that sounds good. So, because that is slightly more difficult than just simply getting past him, the difficulty test that you're looking for, your fighting test, is going to be a 4. Okay, and he is going to have a toll of 1 that you'll have to pay, or you can choose not to, and you can.
Oh, what would the 1 be from?
You can pay for it from any 3 sources, which is fighting, health, or athletics. You'll pay that later. You'll pay that later. So first, we're going to focus on the fact that you're going to do a fighting test with a difficulty of 4.
I'm going to spend 2 on that.
You're going to spend 2 on that. I need to get to the this quick. That's not.
I'm sticking with 2.
That's not right. That's not.
Zaitu being assaulted by the void. My cat has surfaced. The void boy has surfaced and is in need of attention.
That's right. That's right. That's not ready to go. This needs a slightly better organization scenario. Just saying. Okay. Bingo. Found it. All right. So, make your difficulty or attempt to do your difficulty 4 fighting test. How many points do you want to spend?
I'm spending 2.
Okay. Spend your 2. So roll and add your 2.
That is a 5.
Great. So that is a positive 1. So you are successful. You are able to knock him down, and you'll be able to disarm him, right? So he doesn't have his cane anymore, and you're able to like maybe through the like a sash that's on his robe. You're able to
I tie his arms up and drag him to the side of the door, so he's not just like laying there.
So what ends out happening as you knock him down and he falls to the ground, he's like, as he falls, and then you hear a strange like crack sound, and as you restrain his arms and start kind of pulling him off to the side, his robes ripple and move in a weird way, and then as you're kind of pulling him out of the way, his leg is left behind. And
that's unfortunate.
His stone leg has broken off below the knee, and it's laying on the ground on the cobblestones. Still wearing the shoe.
Oh dear. I am so sorry. It's a prosthetic. It's a weird prosthetic.
It's a super weird prosthetic. And the priest looks at it, and he looks at his leg, he goes, and his eyes roll up in his head, and he just faints, and he passes out. All right. Now we're going to move the camera again.
I take his cane with me too.
Great. Yeah. No, absolutely. Nice.
Take his leg.
Take the leg. All right. So we're moving the camera, as that was kind of happening at almost the exact same time, we move the camera and we go up to the organ loft. Go up to the organ loft. Lee has just rushed up there, and as you're approaching the organ, you can see the organist throws back the hood, and you see this like mad-eyed guy at the organ. And as you're approaching and running up to him, he seems to be leaping into action to confront you as well. And he does have a knife.
Oh, so do I.
So, one.
All right.
Hold on, I gotta find this. Okay, got it. All right. So, what is your intention in this fight? Do you?
Well, if he's attacking me with a knife, I'm going to
Yep.
use his momentum to chuck him over the railing to the floor below.
Okay, that would be a killing move. You believe, just
And
because of the height and what he would land on and
And-
everything. All right, no, I'm just saying. So that would be a kill attempt in this fight.
okay.
All right. So to be successful and to have a kill as your result, this is going to be a difficulty 7 fighting test.
Okay.
There is also a toll of 1. Oh, and I guess I should momentarily go back to Leslie. Do you want to pay that toll of 1 that we talked about earlier?
Yeah, I'll actually pay it with health because she hurt her fucking knuckles punching the old man.
That's exactly why that's there. All right, so you've paid your toll. All right, so we're going back to Lee. We're looking at a difficulty 7 fighting test. There is a toll of 1 that you'll be looking at.
Okay.
And so with that in mind, how many points do you want to spend?
Is it a supernatural creature?
It is not a supernatural creature.
Okay.
He does seem human, but there is something supernatural happening right above your head.
Okay.
Like,
all right. Well, I'm going to
reach
spend
your arm
3.
up, it would happen. 3. Great. Okay.
3. And that is going to be 5, 6, 7, 8.
Damn, you guys just aren't failing. Awesome. So you are successful. You do exactly what you were saying. And he comes at you like a madman. And you like grab him and you use his momentum and flip him into the air, and he goes up and over the railing. And as he's falling, suddenly now fear fills his eyes as his balance is off, and he feels gravity let go of him momentarily. And then when it grabs him again, now he's falling from the balcony. And so he falls backwards down from the balcony, and he ends up landing on top of the holy water font, which the dome on that has a nice gold cross and everything. And, it's a Gothic cross, so it's all points and everything. And he just gets skewered on the font and breaks that lid over and breaks the font, and it topples over. And so he falls to the ground, and it's a huge mess.
That's straight out of The Omen.
One of my favorite movies. How do you want to pay that toll? Do you want to pay
so the toll is 1?
Toll is 1.
And I could take that out of athletics, fighting or health?
Or health, yep.
I will take that out of my athletics.
Okay. All right. Great. You've done that. All right. Now this takes us to the third fight. And this one's going to be interesting because um the demon is facing against Dorian, but Ainsley is there as well. Ainsley is in the general vicinity and is close enough that Ainsley could participate in the fight if he wants to. So the way this works is, Ainsley, if you choose to not participate in the fight, then you will force a -1 penalty against all other combatants that are in the fight. In this case, it would be Dorian.
But
So,
it's also
Ainsley?
our prey. So, I'm going to fight this dude.
You are going to fight. All right. So
Yeah.
both of you are in the fight. So both of you are facing off against this demon. And it looks like it's a rock hard stone demon that's like one of the gargoyles had animated or something. So this is going to be well, first off, what do you want to do? What kind of fight are y'all doing? Do you want to try and kill this creature? Do you have any other
I'm blasting
goal?
him with my sawed-off shotgun. No, I'm just kidding. I'm going to stab him to death.
Say hello to my little
Shotgun.
friend. Boom.
Check this guy out.
Right. So you and I should have said with Lee's attack, you would have had a +1 because of the dagger. So whatever it is that you rolled and whatever points you spent, you would also gotten another +1.
Yeah, you told me that last week. I jotted it
I know,
down.
but I forgot to tell Lee in his fight just now.
Oh, okay.
So what is the goal of this fight? Do you want to stab it? All right. Are you trying to kill it? Are you trying to subdue it so that you guys can escape? Are you trying
I'm going to try and kill this thing. That was the whole point of the blessed daggers.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right. So with the blessed dagger,
blood
you
for
want
our
to
little
kill.
buddy.
All right.
I agree.
Yeah, we need blood for the blood god and the kid.
Yeah. Okay. All right. This is going to be a very difficult fight. So what we're looking at here is we're looking at a fighting test of 8 and a toll of 2.
Okay.
So with the and you guys have to be in agreement that that it's a kill test, right? So are you both attempting to kill this?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
So 2 kills. All right. So it's a difficulty 8 fighting test. You will each need to pay a toll of 2.
And that can come off of anything, right? That doesn't necessarily.
It can come off of 3 things. It can come off of health,
right,
fighting, or athletics.
Okay, so I'm going to take the toll off athletics.
Well, don't pay the toll. Don't pay the toll yet. Just
until
let's do the. Yeah, we wait till the end. So, with the 2 combatants, how many points of fighting do you want to spend on this attack roll?
5.
5. That's
Damn.
bold.
I'm going all in.
Points?
I want to take this guy out.
You're definitely going all in. Ainsley, how many points from fighting are you spending?
I'll go with 3.
Okay, so with 3, I'm going to resolve you first, and then we'll do Dorian second. Roll your die and add your 3, and then if you'll also get a +1.
Alrighty. Only got 6.
Okay, so you were below the threshold by 2. So that is going to be the major loss, the major injury. And we'll come back to that in a moment. Now we go to, and also the running margin right now is a -2. So now we go to Dorian, who's spending 5 and using the dagger, which will be another +1. Remember, any roll of a 1, though, no matter how many points you
Right.
spend, a nat 1 is still a miss. So
That's not an issue. I just hit him for 5, 11, 12.
wow. Okay, so you rolled a 6 and then
Yep.
plus your 6. So all right, so
Plus
12.
the +1.
Okay, so so that brings you to a you cap at a 3 positive margin, but it's a 3 positive, and if I'm taking notes, I do an underline, and the reason for the underline is you get a push returned to you in mid game if that was an issue for you, but I think you're still at your 2 pushes. So so you've got the 3 margin, which is on the upside. That 3 plus and the 2 minus nets as a 1 plus, which is great because by being in the positives, you guys have achieved your goal of killing the demon. Now, each of you now need to pay your 2 toll points, and you can split them up, right? 1 toll point from health and 1 from athletics, or both from fighting, or however it is that you want to pay the toll. And then poor Ainsley Ainsley's attack was not as successful, and so during the course of the fight, the creature bit you. The creature bit you.
Ow!
And you have...
Get this bastard!
Yep. And you have taken... this physical injury card, the Microbite. Each time you make a physical test, roll a die. On odd, your body crystallizes and shatters, killing you.
Ooh.
But I don't think that's going to be an issue.
Because we've got that guy's blood all over the place now.
Yes. And, in the course of killing this thing, it the stone body is breaking up. And as it breaks up, it kind of falls to the floor, and it basically turns into a dozen bowls, stone bowls. And of these dozen stone bowls, because one's part of a chest cavity and one's part of its skull, this, that, and the other. And these bowls have that weird blood in it as well. So you've got a lot of the blood that you can collect and use.
That was handy.
So as you guys kind of conclude and do these fights, Leslie comes running into the room holding this cane that she got from somewhere. You can see that Lee vaulted somebody over the railing of the organ balcony and killed that guy. And so there's a human dead body over there, and there's a monster dead body over here, and the world is merging with whatever that other reality is. It seems to be cascading in like a river, a small river waterfall kind of flowing in. You can start smelling the air. The quality of the air is changing. What do you guys want to do? It seems to be running amok of its own accord.
I'm hitting that organ, playing just like the opposite, if I can, of what this guy had been playing.
In the Garden of
Eden. If it was minor, I'm making it major.
Okay. All right. So you feel like you're going to need to be basically kind of fighting the energy of this. And so this is going to be a composure test. This is a level 6 composure test.
All right. All right. Level 6, you say, huh?
Level
Okay.
6, I say. And it will impose a toll. But in this toll, you can spend it from health, athletics, or composure, not fighting.
Okay. Well, I'm going to spend 3 composure.
Okay.
Dagger's not going to help on this one, huh?
It will not.
Oh, I rolled a natural 1.
Oh. That
Womp,
is
womp.
womp. Okay. Hold on here. All right. Let me look up that. All right. So first, pay your toll.
All right. So in it is a 1.
It's a 2, and
It's
so
a
you'll
2.
pay you can pay from
All right.
athletics, composure, and health. Since this was a
I'll pay
psychic
1 from
mental.
athletics and 1 from health.
Right, and then here's your new shock that you got. Reality collapse. So you're going to get a -2 to sense trouble tests, lose 1 health each time you make a push. Trade for must have been a hallucination on a success, restores normality to the world. But as that,
Can I spend a composure, which would be my last one, on getting rid of the Willow Roads?
you can.
I will do that.
Okay. Willow Roads has been spent and is gone. Now you're just holding on to reality collapse.
Barely holding on to.
Barely holding on to. You can feel as you look around, you in your immediate surroundings, you don't see the organ anymore. It seems to have just kind of evaporated under your hands. And as you look down, you're standing on the weedy, reedy shoreline. The black waters are stretching out, and now you seem to have a different perspective. You're able to look into a different direction than what was kind of presented to you earlier. And as you look into this other direction, you can see some kind of strange city. It has an architecture unlike any you've seen before. And there just seems to be almost a sense of dread, almost like that city looks as if it isn't populated with the living. It almost looks like it's some kind of a purgatory of some sort. And you see 2 strange moons low on the horizon just beyond and peeking between these weird spinneret towers that make up that strange city.
That's never good.
For those of you, nice. For those of you who are on ground level inside the church, as you look up, the balcony has basically vanished, and you don't even see Lee anymore. What do you guys want to do?
I think we should get our bowls of blood and get out of here.
The hell did y'all do?
I didn't do anything. I killed a demon like a champion.
Where's Lee? Where's the
I
balcony?
know he was up there somewhere.
Lee!
You need to drink one of those bowls of blood if you got bit, Ainsley.
I didn't know that was the recipe.
I think that's how it works, isn't it? I don't know. I don't remember. You're the ones that talked to those guys talked to the kid. I just knew he needed blood. Maybe we should both take them down there and then they'll explain it.
But what about Lee?
I'm not going up there. Look at it.
Yeah.
Where's Lee? And what is that?
I don't know. That's what I'm asking. Where's Lee?
Third base.
Lee.
The only base here is Ace.
So do you guys pick up some of those bowls of blood and the cracked and ruined corpse of the demon and escape the church?
Yeah, what's it smell like?
Funny enough, it smells like cinnamon.
I'm getting 2 bowls and hightailing them back the way we came in.
All right.
I have no idea what's happening, so I will pick up a bowl and confusedly follow Dorian. It's like, wait, what's going on?
Okay.
Oh, also, you might need to know there's a dude out there with a stone leg, and I might have knocked it off him. It's just a long story.
I wonder if that was a priest.
He did want to pray.
It smells like cinnamon.
I don't
you
know if
said?
it was a euphemism.
Yep.
I'm gonna taste it.
The blood?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, as so you're kind of, lapping up and kind of, drinking this this blood as Leslie and Dorian are heading into the shadows of that court that you came in from. So Ainsley, as you're kind of drinking and lapping at this bowl, when you bring the bowl down from your face, Lee is standing before you.
Oh, hey,
And,
what's up, man?
And Lee, Ainsley has the absolute worst milk mustache you've ever seen. It's a full milk goatee.
Of blood.
You
Of
got a little
blood.
something.
It goes with my actual mustache. Got a little something on your face.
Yeah. No, it's more to the right. My right.
And so, Ainsley, as you look around, you see the dark lake, the strange inverted sky, where it's white with black stars, and this strange, almost dull gold city in the not too far away. It has these weird spinneret towers and a pair of pale moons in the sky just beyond, starting to rise higher on the other side of the city. What you don't see is the church. You guys, just as far as you can see, it is the landscape of Kosa. As Dorian and Leslie head outside, you hear some kind of like a pop, and you look back, and through some of the windows, you can see flicker light, and you realize that all those prayer vigil candles and the prayer stations, that are just, rife with lit candles. Something must have happened, and a fire has started inside Notre Dame, and it doesn't take long, and that fire is a all-consuming conflagration, and it is going up. Not long after that, as you guys are retreating into the shadows and heading for that bridge to kind of go down where the kids, the orphans, are. And to bring this antidote for the stone affliction ailing that kid. As you guys are kind of retreating, you can hear the klaxons of the fire brigade as they're coming in with horse carriages. to extinguish the fire. And basically, when this is all said and done, the interior of the church is a ruin, and it will need to be completely rebuilt. Luckily, the church is still in that rebuilding phase, and so it'll just be a matter of redirecting some of the francs that are being spent on exterior work. It'll go interior, and in about 20 years, everything will be right as rain throughout it. But there were many bodies lost in that, and the fire was so all-consuming on the inside that reports of the organist Baptiste Cabot and anyone else who may have been inside the church, there were just no remains are found because the fire was clearly such a strong destructive force. It just consumed anything that it could eat, to include, unfortunately, all of those bodies. So there we have it. What no one realizes is that Ainsley and Lee, they did make the successful transition to Carcosa, and will live out the rest of their, I'm sure, brief lives near the shores of Lake Hallie.
Well, hopefully they have a good tiki bar.
I'm going to Mayor Pulver's house.
Were we able to save that kid?
Yes, you are able to save the child, not by drinking the blood, but as a salve is applied and rubbed to the wounds, and then he is able to, over time, the stone converts back into normal flesh, and he is able to. And
Cool.
they also say, like, oh yeah, you definitely don't want to drink that blood. It's it would be bad news.
Who the hell would
Surely
drink
no
the
one would
blood?
be. Yeah,
I don't know.
nobody would
I
be
didn't-
that stupid. So.
Also, what happened to the priest in his leg?
He burned up.
Oh,
Yeah,
he dead. He dead.
The priest and his broken leg, he definitely retires insane, and the stone conversion stops, and it does just become a stump, and he's in a retire home somewhere.
They couldn't
Honestly, I
identify
did him
the
a
body
favor.
because you knocked his teeth out.
Dumpy.
They didn't hit him that hard. I just broke his prosthetic
Well,
stone leg.
I go
which is
into
weird.
Carcosa knowing full well that I fucking got one over on that fucking organist. Son of a bitch.
And that was the doors to.
Clap, 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 clap.
Cool.
Clap. Right on. Thanks, John.
I had a good time. This was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Tried to be gung ho because it's said to be gung ho.
That's right.
Oh, I feel you did the appropriate thing. I was oblivious to danger. Treated it
You were
such.
great. You were great. I thought everyone was great. I thought everyone played well to their strengths, and I thought it was a good story, and I liked investigated it. It was fun.
I do feel kind of bad. I broke that man's leg though.
I think it's kind of inevitable.
It was gonna break anyway. If he tried to chase me, it probably would have snapped.
Oh yeah.
But it's much funnier this way. I'm sorry about your leg, sir. I gotta go.
I got to go to the Carcosa post office and get change of address cards, the whole fucking 9 yards.
Well, unfortunately, I wasn't ready when the guy went over the balcony.
That would have been
Nice.
perfect.
Well, John, thank you so much for running that. It was, like you said, it was a hoot. It was a blast. I'd like to have you on again at some point.
I
either
would
play or
love to be
run,
back.
Up to you.
Maybe next time we can torture you.
That's the great thing
Yeah,
about
so-
being the forever GM is you stay out of the vengeful claws of players.
We don't do that much.
Oh, you're more than welcome to join when we jump back into the Traveler game.
Awesome. Thank you, guys. I did.
No, John can't.
Oh,
John has already played that particular Traveler game.
but he can.
Ah.
But he
Part
can
of my
still. He can
test
still play the
audience.
punching
Or-
Nazis Traveler game.
Oh, that's true. That is true. You can do the not Star Wars.
Yep. Well, I got to bail out. Thanks, John.
Yep.
Yeah, I got it.
Thank you, guys.
Talk to
Yeah,
you guys online.
it's the witching hour.
So it's
with
fun,
that,
and
we
I'll
say
see you guys later.
All right.
good night,
Cheers.
Adios.
boys and girls.